The whole world sees Cristiano Ronaldo as a global superstar. They see his confidence when he scores goals, his smile when he lifts trophies, and the luxury of his life. From the outside, it looks like a life without pain, but the truth is there are parts of his life that very few people know about. There are memories he struggles to talk about, moments where he has broken down in tears again and again. Today, he is speaking about those hidden pains of his life that never fully come out in press conferences. When I was a child, my family lived a very simple life. People see me today as rich and successful, but my childhood was never a fairy tale. We grew up in a household where every day was a fight. My father was a good man, but he was battling his own weaknesses. Alcohol slowly destroyed his health. Many nights he didn't come home, and I would see worry and helplessness in my mother's eyes. That look still follows me today. Football became my escape. When I stepped onto the pitch, it felt like entering another world, a world without pain, without poverty, just a ball and a dream. I dreamed that one day I would become a great player, that one day my family would never suffer again. But while chasing that dream, I lost many things. The greatest pain of all was knowing that my father never truly got to see my success. When I joined my first big club, he was already sick. When I began playing for the national team, he was no longer the same man. Even today, I imagine how things could have been if he were healthy, how he might have called me after every match, but reality was different. Then came the phone call that no son ever wants to receive. I was told that my father was gone. I was in the middle of my career, surrounded by football, but inside, my world collapsed. People think I stayed strong, but the truth is I was completely broken. I lost the one person in front of whom I could never fully show my achievements. Today, when I look at the trophies and medals in my home, I ask myself one question: can these replace my father? The answer is always the same: no. People rarely see me cry, but after my father's death, I cried alone many nights. I knew I could not fall apart because my family depended on me. My mother looked to me for strength, and I kept acting strong even when I wasn't. As time passed, I became a bigger player, but the pain never left. Criticism came, insults came, false accusations followed me. Many times, people judged me as if I were not human. I stayed silent because I didn't have the strength to explain myself. Then, life hit me again with another loss that changed the way I see everything. In 2005, I lost someone very close to me. That moment taught me how fragile life really is, how everything can end in a single second. From that day on, I became harder on the outside, but more fragile on the inside. On the pitch, I pushed myself to be perfect because I knew mistakes would never be forgiven. I put immense pressure on myself, sometimes so much that I could barely breathe, but I never stopped because stopping would have meant giving up. The most terrifying pain came much later when I faced the greatest loss of my life as a father. Losing my child is something I still struggle to talk about. No matter how successful you are, no trophy can ease that pain. That moment completely destroyed me. I didn't know how to return to the pitch, how to smile again. People saw tears in my eyes on camera, but they don't know how empty I felt inside. That emptiness has never fully disappeared. Many people say Ronaldo has everything. No, I don't. There are wounds in my life that will never heal. I act strong because the world expects me to be strong, but I am human. I feel pain. I break. Even today, there are nights when I think about my father, when I think about my child, and I sit in silence. I know this pain will stay with me forever. Still, I step onto the pitch, I fight, I keep going, because I have learned that true strength is living with pain and moving forward. I want people to understand one thing: superstars are human too. We feel pain, we cry, our hearts break.
The only difference is that we keep our tears away from the cameras.